Map design and layout involve the thoughtful combination of cartographic principles, visual design elements, and technological tools to create maps that effectively communicate spatial information while being easy to interpret. Basically, map design and layout refer to the process of creating and arranging visual representation of geographical information on a map. In this presentation, I'm talking about different types of maps layouts that I prepared for different research documents. On this slide, you can see different kind of map layouts. The first one is the map which shows a single map. It's a kind of example of layout where you see a one map on this design. And there are some cases where we use to show the location of the main map. So the next two maps are example of this kind of kind of map layout, where you can see the main map location is shown on a map locator, and to give the context, where in a broader area or regional or country level maps, and with respect to that, you're showing your study area. In some cases, you want to compare the same area but to different information. So you want to put the maps on a side by side, and it's easy to interpret those changes while we're looking at. So important thing in the map layout is the map should be aligned to each other. So it's how they are going to be uh, compare with each other. So that's one of the main things in this example. You can see how they look like. In some cases, you want to be sure that some areas you want to highlight them to zoom in. So the main map, there are certain points which are not readable, interpretable on the main map. So you're taking in the layout, you're going to be addressed by making a inset maps. So in this case, you can see the different inset maps according to the shape of the area you want to be showing that one. And there are some cases where you have a number of maps and you want to fit into one layout. So this is a typical example where you can see so you have to be designed according to your number of map frames and how you will design those grids to fit in that your map layout. So there's another example which we can discuss, where we need a series of maps. Once you finalize the one layout, so now you're producing a number of maps using the same layout. This is example where you can see there's a map layout. We are using three different maps on it and presenting one variable. And in the next map, the same map layout, but now we are using another variable to giving the comparison between them. And then the next map is again follow the same layout, and the fourth map. So it's example of four maps in a series and using the same layout. So basically we use the first work on the main map, first map, and then the rest of the map is very easy to develop, and we need to be take care of the location of the different elements on the map. So we don't need to be change the locations. Only thing we need to be take care of how we will handle with the legend of the map, because it's slightly variation from one variable to the other variable can be observed. And there is another case where you have a like different kind of information, but you want to be presenting on a like series of maps. So here you can see the point data is overlay on the map, and the background information is slightly different with respect to the other map. So using this same using this map using the same layout, but they are also using a different kind of information and categorizations approach in this case. And we have sometimes we need to be think about the symbology. So the symbology in this case, when we have a two variables and each variable has two possibilities or two categories. So in other words, we have 2 by 2. So this is a way you have four combinations in all together in the legend. So that's one approach you can design this categorization. And in case we have a two variables and we have three categories in each variable. So in this case, we have and 9 possibilities which we are presenting in this case. So in sum, we can discuss about the map design process. So the first thing we need to be considered in the process is determine the map production information in the types of for example, the media, color of the map, and the size of the map. So we need to be set the layout according to the map requirement. For example, in the research paper, usually the map size is something between 6 by 5 inches required by the journal. So we need to be prepared the map according to, and we also need to be consider the map scale and projection according to the your according to the theme of the map and purpose of the map. So we need to be also decide those parameters, and we have also to the appropriate method to classify the data in that case. Once we have this consideration, and then now we are starting the map layout or sketch. And then basically you just sketch it and how you want to be show the data in a portrait or landscape format, and where you are you going to be use map insert, or you are planning to show some using the map locator to show the so your main area. So this is the way you need to consider those in the sketching those the map layout. And we also need to be consider the order of the different map elements, how we want to be show those kind of informations on the map, and what is the sequence is important. And we need to also decide the additional information we are going to be showing in the form of the maps, ch charts, tables, or some graphics or pictures. If you want to include in the layouts, we need to be decide about those so we can make things arrange the things accordingly. And after these sketching and deciding those elements, we are going to be design or practically draft those maps using the software. In the next presentation, I'm going to show some map layout and the two associated tools using the ArcMap program, and where you can see how to set the map using a map locator, and how you will develop a few map insert maps to highlight certain areas of maps, and in some case if you want to make a comparison two maps side by side, and how you can do this using the ArcMap layout option. And finally, you need to create those maps and publish them, and because you're planning to publish for the different purposes, and export it. And export, like if you want to be publishing it, you need to know what type of resolution you need to know while exporting, file formats, those kind of things you need to be consider while you are finishing up the map. I hope you like this presentation. If you have any question, or you want to be watch some other videos, or you want me to develop some other videos for you, so please let me know and give me some comments about my presentation. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.